Let's not lose sight. One still remains, Derrick Groves.
9 of 10 escapees. We've got one more to go. Like all of our law enforcement partners, I call on Derrick Groves to do the right thing and turn himself in.
We still have one more. We have Groves. And so Groves knows that we are going to capture you. You will be taken into custody, but you still have the option to peacefully turn yourself in.
And I also want to thank the men and women who are working hard to find Mr. Groves. They will continue to work hard. As the chief said, we'd appreciate if Mr. Groves turns himself in, but at the same time, we're not going to stop. We're going to continue on. And just like we found Mr. Massey today, we will find Mr. Groves.
Opportunity in the day when Mr. Groves is taken into custody, we would like it to be peacefully. We encourage him and anyone who knows him to reach out to any of the agencies that you see here. You can remain anonymous, but we need your help. And collectively, we will not rest, even if it takes another 6 days or another 6 weeks, until the last fugitive is in custody.
Hey, look, the city crazy, but let me tell you what's really twisted. This shit right here, we gonna add that boy Jason Williams to the mix. Yeah, the same Jason Williams that was celebrating getting that boy Wu a life sentence. Y'all know son been playing musical chairs with his job title, right? 1 minute he a public defender talking about justice, equity, free my people type talk. You heard me? Next minute, bam. He the head prosecutor putting them same people under the jail. Like how you go from wearing a cape to swinging a gavel, bruh? Nah, for real though. This man pulled the ultimate switcheroo. Jason out here living a double life like that boy did it. Our P gang. Rewind back to July 29th. 2014. Jason still wearing that defender badge. It's called to the stand. Bruh. You ain't tripping. You heard right. This man got subpoenaed to testify against his own ex-client. That like it Barber snitching on who really rocking a man weave under the fitted. His client, Key Gucci Kizak. 38 years old, locked up, facing murder charges. Somehow them people say he was texting Jason from behind them prison bars. Now look, a defense attorney testifying for the prosecution, that's like your mama telling your teacher she was the one who helped you with your math homework. That's why you really got all the answers wrong. Wild shit. But they had Jason up there, suited and booted, testifying in court like he ain't never fought for this man's freedom. Ultimate snake type shit. Said him and Kizak was exchanging texts. He ain't denied. Courtroom got quiet like a funeral service, cause ain't nobody seen nothing like this before. Dude was literally diming Kizak out on the stand. So boom, jury sitting there looking at each other like, did this man just do that? Took him less than 20 minutes to slam Kizak with the contraband conviction. 20 minutes, bruh. Some people don't even cook ramen noodles that fast. And guess who played a key role in that slam dunk? Jason, I defend till it's convenient, William. Man, this whole thing had me itching to hit record. I had already been chopping it up with Kizak people. I was speaking on it. That boy Kizak was ready to come on a channel. Speak it true until my number changed and my email got hacked. Swear to God, bro, shit had me heated. But believe when I say this ain't hearsay. This all facts. Raw and uncut. I fast forward 6 years. We talking 2020s. Jason Williams done upgraded. Whole new office, whole new attitude like Patty LaBelle. He ain't fighting for the people no more. He heading a charge against him. Into that boy, Derrick Groves, a.k.a. Wu, accused of knocking off 4 bodies, 2 of them on Mardi Gras Day back in 2018. And y'all already know how the city give it up during Mardi Gras. Wu's case was way beyond street drama. It was war in the courtroom. By October 2024, Jason finally bagged that W he'd been chasing like a clout junkie on Instagram, who got hit with 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 attempted. Man who once claimed he was gonna fix the system was now out here breaking dudes down like IKEA furniture.
Jury returned a unanimous and powerful verdict in the case of Derrick Groves. Now, Groves was found guilty on all counts, 2 counts of second-degree murder and 2 counts of attempted second-degree murder. The conviction stems from the tragic events of a Mardi Gras Day in 2018.
And let's not act like Wu ain't been fighting them charges and rounds. That boy was getting retried more than them pics you be taking for social media trying to hide your stomach. But Jason, he kept spinning the block till he got the dub. As soon as he did, it's press conference time. Bruh, this man was smiling like he just hit the Powerball, talking about, yeah, I made it happen. And you were supposed to be the one standing with Wu, not against him. To be told, dude would still have been the public defender had he not snaked out Kizak. This ain't justice. This some Jekyll and Hyde type bullshit. Public defender 1 decade, then public enemy 1 the next. What kind of shit is that? But look, the plot don't stop there. Nah, Wu pulled a whole Houdini out the Orleans Justice Center, aka OJC. 1 minute that boy locked up, next minute he doing the trip out through the CBD like he was in Link. Whole jail in shambles, officers panicking, idiot tweaking, and Wu gone with the wind. Real life ghost mode type shit. Let's fast forward. Then come one Monday morning, June 16th. Old Lord Ninewall woke up to a parade of police cars outside. Them boys slid through like it was a SWAT episode. Guns drawn, no warrant, no warning. Forget a house that used to be rented by Wu's auntie, Jasmine Groves. Forget this, he don't even live there no more. Ben moved out. So who they scare after that? Miss Helena, an elderly black woman just trying to go to work and make her little coins. To keep it real, bruh, that lady should own the whole NOPD and U.S. Marshals by now. She need to call Ben Crump today and tell him bring the briefcase. How y'all violate a whole innocent woman's morning routine just because y'all can't track one man? That's lawsuit fuel for the fire. But nah, that wasn't even the end of it. Next day, feds spun back around like they forgot their car keys. This time, they at Jasmine's real house.
The second New Orleans home searched by U.S. Marshals in less than 24 hours as investigators work to close in on escaped inmate Derrick Groves.
Same drill, no warrant, 12 deep, big guns out, saying they bought the force just in case Wu was there. Just in case? Like, bruh, y'all bought more heat than them patent hostage patties, all for one man, with no paper in hand. Kids was in the house getting ready for school, probably thinking Call of Duty done come to life. Like, for real, imagine brushing your teeth 1 minute, then next minute your living room full of tactical boots and laser sights. They out.
So they thought Derrick Groves is Wu, right? They thought he was in there?
Out here chasing Wu like he head of the Sinaloa cartel or some shit. Only thing missing was a helicopter and a CNN news anchor on the lawn. Man, at this point, the feds was wilding like they was auditioning for Bad Boys 4. No warrants, no accountability. Shit makes no sense. All this muscle, all this showing out, and they still ain't called Wu. Bro walked out OJC clean. Left his jumpsuit on the pillow like a breakup letter and hit the wind. And instead of taking that L in silence, the system start terrorizing innocent people like it's gonna make them look competent. Spoiler alert. It don't, homie. Jasmine Groves said it best. 12 calls deep. Marshals moving like they're chasing a terrorist. Man, that house wasn't nothing but a family crib. Kids getting dressed, cereal bowls on the table. They busting in talking about we thought he might be here. Dog? Bruh. You don't need 12 trucks, full gear, and rifles on standby off no thought. This ain't an episode of the Boondocks, my guy. And here's where it really get nasty. While all this chaos popping off in the streets, let's not forget who's sitting up in that office, grinning behind them designer suits. Jason Williams. The same Jason Williams who once said he was gonna change the system. Boy, you became the system. You ain't just changed sides, you switched jerseys mid-game. Then start dunking on your own team. See, Wu wasn't just facing street beef. He was facing a justice system that had already decided what.
Yeah, Derrick Grove, street name or, nickname or whatever they gave is Wu. They thought he was in the house with Antoine Macy. That's crazy.
And the director, Jason Williams, the man who had once stood next to Keith Kizak in court, acting like he believed in due process, was now throwing pressers, flexing about how he finally sat Wu down for life. Hey, bruh, That's some down bad shit. He ain't just fight for a conviction, he campaigned for it like it was re-election season. But Wu ain't stupid. When that verdict dropped, when the walls started closing in, that boy pulled off a real New Orleans classic. He went with his move. He ain't break out like no TV escape artist either. He just slipped out like that lie they told about the toilet on the wall. Walked straight through them cracks the jail been had in place. Left them guards blanking like where he go. Truth is, the jail been broken. Wu and them boys just proved it. Let me tell you something they don't want y'all to know. This ain't just about Wu. This about a system that fumbled the bag so bad it turned to panic. Instead of admitting fault, they started home invasions on aunties and elderly women, kicking in doors, scaring old ladies, traumatizing little kids, all in the
Yeah, see, that's what it is. See, Derrick Groves, he killed the police officer because the police officer did stuff to his family. So that's why they acting like he that bad of a person.
the name of cleaning up their mess. And all the while, Jason standing at a podium like he just won the MVP. How you put your own client on the stand, help throw him in the hole, then spin right around and go after the next dude like you Moses with the 2 law tablets. That ain't justice, that's betrayal in a tailored suit. It's like watching a firefighter start the blaze, then charge you for the water. And let me say this loud for the folks in the back who been gone since the escape. Still ain't turned up. Still got these alphabet boys losing sleep. They running up on people who used to know him just to look like they making progress. But ain't no real plan, no real leads, no real accountability. Just vibes, boots, and wasted tax dollars. If Miss Helena don't get a settlement out of this, something wrong. That woman was just trying to start her Monday like everybody else. Coffee, toast, and traffic. Instead, she getting semi-automatics pointed at her dome. That ain't law enforcement. That's street harassment with a badge. What they gonna say? Oops, our bad? Nah, y'all owe that lady a check. A public.
I am grateful to stand here with our law enforcement partners. Chief Kirkpatrick and I shared a moment this afternoon when she called me to talk about the press conference, just about the relief about having Antoine Massey into custody. 9 of 10 escapees.
Louisiana Attorney General Liz Murrill officially charges the 10 men who broke out of the Orleans Justice Center with simple escape. Derrick Groves is the last man on the run after U.S. Marshals captured Antoine Massey Friday.
As Gabby Killett reports, experts say Massey could be in talks with authorities after his arrest.
They're going to definitely want to talk to him at length.
Experts say investigators are likely asking escapee Antoine Massey for his help in determining exactly how 10 men broke out of the Orleans Justice Center last month. Joe Jackalone is a retired New York Police Department sergeant and professor of criminal justice at John Jay College in New York. He says officials are likely further.
Y'all want my help. Man, stop it.
Investigating whether more people from inside the jail help the men escape.
But if they can, maybe they make a deal with him, saying if there was people on the inside that helped you with this, maybe we won't, hit you too hard with additional charges.
Fox 8 legal analyst Joe Raspani said
that's definitely going to be the offer they give them.
Is reaching such a deal could be complicated.
You can't be the arsonist and try to get credit for putting the fire out. So if he was the one who instigated this or one of the ones, it depends on what they're going to want to give him something for.
Raspani says even if Massey talks, it's up to police to determine if his information is worthwhile.
Most people get a chance to give information to the police at some time during their tenure in their custody. Whether or not it's worth anything or whether or not they're really giving up anything of value remains to be seen.
Jackalone says the most important thing now is finding the last escapee on the run. Derrick Groves.
Well, they need to definitely find him and get him off the streets. Tips are really important. I think giving out the Crime Stoppers number or the reward hotline, whatever it may be, is also an important aspect of finding the last piece of this prison escape.
Jackalone adds that despite the ways Groves may have changed his appearance, one human feature is almost always recognizable.
Things that never change on people are their ears. So, I mean, if you take a look at pictures, no matter how people try to change, the ears are always the same.
And anyone with information on Derrick Groves' whereabouts is asked to call Crime Stoppers at 504-822-1111. The reward for any information that leads directly to Groves' arrest is $50,000, and you can stay anonymous.
How long y'all think Groves gonna be on the run? Leave y'all thoughts in the comments. How long y'all think he got to go? Where's somebody gonna turn him in? Where's he gonna turn himself in?